When a client starts searching for the best AI procurement analytics tool, does your brand show up or do you leave the entire space to your competitors? Well, in case you do, keep in mind that AI search visibility is a very important metric in 2025. And in this quick tutorial, I want to show you one tool for AI search visibility that I personally tested. The tool I'm talking about is Get Mentioned. Stay with me because you're going to find its pros, cons, who is best suitable for, and who is not suitable for. Let's dive in. Get Mentioned is an AI search visibility tool that allows your brand to monitor your AI visibility in the major AI search engines like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, but also provides an overview of how your competitors are doing. And in this case, the case study is based on a real client that we have with some real competitors. Last but not least, Get Mentioned also provides you an overview of the sources that are mentioned most often in your niche. These are domains that you can use as an example, as a benchmark to learn from and to understand which content the AI search engines mention. So in case you are not mentioning, in case you do not have those blog posts, you can include them into your content plan and to get mentioned by the major AI search engines as much as these other domains do. Think of Get Mentioned as a traditional SEO traffic analytics tool, but fine-tuned for AI search engines. And what it does is to run 100 prompts daily in the major AI search engines and gives you back overview of how is the situation in that moment. Here is the differentiator of Get Mentioned. Many AI search visibility tools use APIs. APIs are cost efficient, but they give you back some data that do not correctly represent the real user interface. When you prompt ChatGPT through an API, APIs are optimized for token efficiency. But when you prompt ChatGPT using a real prompt, then ChatGPT gives you the best quality results. And this is exactly what Get Mentioned does. It gets the prompts from Cloudflare, enters into ChatGPT, Gemini, and Perplexity, writes those prompts, and gives you back an answer. It's technically harder to be built, but you have a more accurate answer of what real users are getting out of ChatGPT, Gemini, and the other AI search engines. Now, I must admit that during this review, I had the pleasure to have a call with the CEO of Get Mentioned, and he admitted that their goal was to create an interface and set of data that really represents what would happen if a person sits in front of their computer and starts writing prompts into AI search engines. Technically complicated, but more trustworthy, I think. Because if you are making marketing or business decisions based on what APIs are telling to you, you're risking to make decisions based on wrong data. Simple as that. Now it's time to talk about the user experience and interface of Get Mentioned. Here I must mention that it took literally 5 minutes to set up the tool. It's super intuitive and simple, and you have everything here. The dashboard with all the information that you may need, with the sources. And I must highlight that when you're setting up the tool for the first time, there is an AI assistant that picks up your website, understands it by your domain, and helps you put some niches into it. But at the same time, it does not provide you a list of detailed prompts and detailed competitors, which is a bit contrasting because if the website has been analyzed and the description was very well done, why Get Mentioned does not help me also with topics and prompts? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure the team is gonna solve this in the next versions of their solution. When you're setting up Get Mentioned, a very interesting feature is that it focuses on specific geographical location. For example, you want to track your prompts visibility, your AI visibility in the US, you can do that. And if I'm not mistaken, you can do the same for Poland, Germany, the UK, and France. This is a very interesting thing because it helps you to get more accurate results as you are selecting a very specific geographical location. Once your setup is complete, the tool gently asks you to wait between 5 and 10 minutes. And I really like this feature because it's like the tool is advising, in case you don't want to have garbage data, please wait a few minutes. The interface is rich, but not overwhelming. And here you can decide your brands, or you can just monitor your competitors. You can decide the topics, if you want to focus on a specific one, the models you want to track, and the time period. Now, let's talk about what Get Mentioned does not offer you. I need to mention that it does not have a sentiment tracker, which is pretty unusual. Just keep in mind that when I tested this tool, it was 3rd of October 2025. So at that point, it didn't have sentiment analysis. I'm pretty sure the team is going to implement it. But in case the tool is as it was, you will not have a sentiment analysis. Other tools offer it, even if it's just a simple number sometimes, they do that. Another feature that I think they could implement is the actionable insights. Now, truth must be said here. They are offering actionable insights. Now, you don't see it here. For some reason, my account does not allow me to see the actionable insights, but when I did the test with the CEO of GetMentioned, on his interface, he had the actionable insights. And this is already a remarkable point because other tools like Pick AI do not have actionable insights. There is no such a function. And other tools like WriteSonic make you pay for their action center over $499. GetMentioned offers that, but the actionable insights are limited. What do I mean by limited? I mean that they tell you, hey, you need to get mentioned on these sources, but they don't actually guide you on how to do that. They just give you nudges and then you need to deal with it on your own, which is a very nice thing if you have the right marketing understandings. But in case you do not have, well, you need to do some effort to interpret those data and to start acting accordingly. Another point that could be improved is their AI traffic analytics. Many other tools in this playlist do not have such a feature, so I'm not blaming GetMentioned, but just so you know, in case you're expecting to have also AI traffic analytics estimation, you do not have it at the current stage with GetMentioned. I hope the team will implement it as soon as possible, even if it means to use Cloudflare, because I find that feature a very useful one for people who need to have an even better overview of their AI search visibility. Now, let's focus on the pros of GetMentioned. The first one that I would like to mention is that I felt the data were pretty accurate. The prompts are run daily, and as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they're not using an API, but they are actually simulating real web interfaces of those AI search engines. Points to you, Tim. Another point goes to the sources. Here you can click, you go to Polynode, and you can understand what is bringing them AI search visibility. This is a very handy feature that allows you to close the gap with these bigger competitors. Another feature that I consider a big pro of GetMentioned is their geographical pinpoint. The data become more accurate as they start monitoring the web interfaces of those AI search engines exactly in the location you have chosen. You have chosen US, France, Poland, Germany, and the fifth nation that I do not remember, then you will get results based on those locations. Points to you, Tim. Well done. Now it's time to talk about GetMentioned prices. Pretty clear on the website, it's already available. 89 euros, 199, 30 prompts, 100 prompts. The key differentiator that I noticed between GetMentioned and the other competitors is that you can monitor unlimited competitors. They mention it here, and this is definitely one point that deserves credits. And now is the moment to draw our conclusion about GetMentioned. Who is best suitable for? I believe that GetMentioned is best suitable for those companies that need a very basic interface to track the basic AI search visibility metrics, to understand how they're performing compared to their competitors, and they also want to squeeze some extra content ideas by using the source feature. And of course, it's also very well suited for those companies that need a tool that does not use API, but actually represents the actual web interface for those AI search engines. Who I believe will not get what they need from GetMentioned are those companies that need very detailed analytics. They need an AI traffic analytics, but they also need a sentiment tracker. So what's my final verdict on GetMentioned? I believe GetMentioned is a valuable alternative to other more well-known brands out there. My final rating for GetMentioned is something like 3.1 out of 5. Fair. Of course, there is worse, there is better, but this is my assumption, my conclusion on GetMentioned. Just keep in mind that this is a very early product, so I have no doubt that it's going to be improved in the future. And that's it. The end of this GetMentioned review. If you found it useful, please click the like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you have any specific AI search engine that you would like us to review, just let me know in the comment. We are going to be more than happy to do that job for you. Till then, bye.